notice of this meeting was provided and published in the Asbury Park Press and the Ocean Star on January 17, 2025. Copies of the agenda were provided to the newspaper, posted on public bulletin boards and the Township website.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Albanese.
Here.
Councilwoman Pontorero.
Here.
Councilwoman DeYoung. Councilman Feynman.
Here.
Councilwoman Travers.
Here.
Vice President Minikino.
Here.
President Ambrosino.
Here.
Thank you.
I ask everybody to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. Madam Clerk, will you accept the reports from municipal officers?
Of course.
Is there a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the November 10th meeting?
Motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontorero.
Yes.
Councilman Feynman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Minikino.
Yes.
President Ambrosino.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, I think we've got a presentation this evening. I'm going to ask Mayor Crate to come to the lectern to honor our Brick Township Marching Dragons.
Yes, applause.
So I'm sure I mentioned this previously, but as a former color guard captain, class of I don't want to say, it brings me great pride and joy that our marching dragons are champions here in Brick Township, and I'm so excited to be here to celebrate with all of you, students and family and band directors, that we can be together to celebrate this momentous occasion. So before I read this, what I would like to do first is I would like to invite up, I'm going to get everybody here, our band director, Christian Negri, if he can come on up, along with, if anyone else from the staff is here, Matthew Stevenson, Caitlin Lennox, Mallory Pritchett, Gavin Singer, and Kevin Ramirez. If any of those people are here, come on down. Fantastic. All right, so I'd like to read this in honor of our Marching Dragons band here, a marching band. The Brick Township High School Marching Dragons are one of the most accomplished interscholastic competition bands in the state of New Jersey. This past season, the Marching Dragons added to their program's legacy with an enormously successful season in which they finished in first place at competition after competition. This past season, the Marching Dragons captured the Region 7 Championship, the State Championship, and, for the first time in their illustrious history of their program, the Tournament of Bands Atlantic Coast Championship. Let's give them a round of applause for that. These accomplishments were the result of countless, and I know this, countless hours of practice, dedication, and hard work. Likely, I'm adding to this, in the heat, in the cold, in the rain, in every other weather that's out there. Each member of the Marching Dragons, as well as the exemplary direction of, as I said earlier, our leadership band director, Christian Negri, and his staff, Matthew Stevenson, Caitlin Lennox, Mallory Pritchett, Gavin Singer, and Kevin Ramirez. And I'm so proud of all of the members of this marching band. Therefore, I, Lisa Crates, Mayor of the Township of Brick, in the County of Ocean, in the state of New Jersey, in honor of their outstanding 2025 season that culminated in them capturing the program's first and ever Tournament of Bands Atlantic Coast Championship, do hereby proclaim tomorrow, Wednesday, November 26, 2025, to be Brick Township High School Marching Dragons Day in Brick Township. And we would like to take this time to not only honor the directors, but also all of the students that are here this evening and their families. So what I'd first like to do is see if our band director has anything that you'd like to share, and then we will pass out some certificates to the students. So, and turn it over to you.
All right. First, I would like to thank Mayor Crate and the Town Council for inviting us here tonight. It's not very often the arts get recognized like this, and I very much appreciate it, and I'm very happy for all the members of the band. I would like to thank the parents, of course, who spend countless hours building and rebuilding props, making sure the kids look their best on the field, and filling in all the little details that make this experience such a great one. Thank you to our high school's administration for their support. I see Mr. Longo back there. Thank you for the staff for being at my side and making this program better year after year and pushing the kids to new heights. And most importantly, thank all of you guys, the members of the marching band, the ones who are coming in day after day. No matter what goes on during school, whatever you have going on at work, your jobs, through all the long hours and the summer heat as mentioned, you guys still find it in yourselves to come in day after day and do what you do well. And when people look back at the 2025 Marching Dragons, they'll see you guys, the champions that you are. Thank you. You want them to stay up here afterwards? Okay. All right. We're going to hand out some certificates now. Once you receive yours, please step off to the side, and afterwards we'll take a group photo. First up, Morgan D. Allen. All right, Riley Allen. Alex Brino. Jade Brown. Colin Casella. Frankie Civitano. Michaela Conlon. Joseph Curcio. Addison Gerhard. Daniela Herrera Perez. Mason Jacobs. Julius Kane. Andrew Kaminsky. Ethan Kazemchek. Marlon Martinez. Richard Matlock. Daniel Mazzarisi. Colin Mazzarisi. Caden Mazzarisi. Cole Mistretta. Connor Nelson. Sarah Olski. Olivia Peterson. Marco Pelosi. Gabe Prado. Lola Rubino. Nick San Jose. Deanna Siplavita. Abigail Steinbach. Peyton Sullivan. I never have actually asked how you pronounce your full name. So, come on up. Aiden Todd. Vanessa Tracy. Nick Valentino. Alexa Walkendorf. Genevieve Walkendorf. Jake Ward. April Washington. Madison Washington. Annabella Wydra.
We're going to try and do a picture now. Yeah. People behind and people below. All right, so here. All right, so we're going to do, I'm just going to count on.
I don't think they're gonna all get in over there. Yeah, I think,
Wheel it right on out. Perfect. Heads up, sir. We don't want to kill you.
Joanne, what about all these kids over here? Can you see them? Can you see all them over here?
You're ready to go. I'm blocking you in. Sorry.
I really want free baggage. I need to get my phone.
Everybody got their phone?
Everybody double check that you've got your cell phones. There's a couple of cell phones left in the audience.
No.
One more congratulations to our Brick Township Marching Dragons. Okay, I think we can now proceed to our consent agenda.
All matters listed under item consent agenda will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. If discussion is desired on any item, this item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Item 4.1,
Authorized budget transfer.
Councilwoman Travers.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes budget appropriation transfers as needed for year end. These transfers do not increase our overall municipal budget in any way. We are moving funds from one account to another. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4.2,
Authorized cancellation of stale checks, municipal court bail account.
Councilman Albanese.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the cancellation of state stale dated checks totaling $50 in the municipal court bail account.
Thank you. Item 4.3,
Authorized receipt of bids, operation of Brick Beach 1 food concession stand.
Councilman Feinman.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the receipt of bids for a food concession at Brick Beach 1 during the summer months. The most recent one-year contract was with Big Blue Wrap and Roll, Pine Beach, for 2023, 2024, and 2025 summer months. The contract was for a total of $19,200. The new contract will be up for 3 years, beginning in the 2026 summer season. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4.4,
Authorized receipt of bids, operation of Brick Beach 3 food concession stand.
Councilman Feinman.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the receipt of bids for a food concession at Brick Beach 3 during the summer months. The most recent contract was with Castaway Kitchen of Brick for $16,300 for the operation of the concession stand. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4.5,
Authorized receipt of bids, HVACR parts and supplies.
Councilman Albanese.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes receipt of bids for HVAC parts and supplies.
Thank you. Item 4.6,
Authorized award of contract, purchase and delivery of one diesel all-wheel drive tow contractor.
Councilwoman Pontarero.
Why, thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the award of contracts in the amount of $105,499 with Kirk Automotive located in Detroit, Michigan for the purchase and delivery of one 2025 diesel all-wheel drive tow tractor as authorized in the 2025 capital budget for the marina. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4.7.
Authorize award of contract Cobra Administrator.
Councilwoman Travers.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes the award of contract with Assure Austin, Texas, to provide COBRA coverage for township employees and retirees. Assure provides COBRA and retiree billing. They offer a full-scale web-based platform. Assure offers 24/7 access to employee notices and reports and an assigned account manager. They also have several methods of payment acceptance. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4.8.
Authorize change order number 2, 2025 bulkhead replacement, various locations.
Councilman Feinman.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes a change order increase in the amount of $35,150 in the contract with R. Kramer and Son Marine Contractors of Brick for the 2025 bulkhead replacement various locations project. The change order provides an additional 20 lineal feet of drainage pipe needed for bulkheading at West Coral Drive and Halsey Drive. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4.9.
Authorize shared services agreement with Ocean County fiscal year 26 child restraint grant program.
Councilwoman Pontarero.
Thank you again. This resolution authorizes the execution of a shared services agreement with Ocean County for the FY26 Child Restraint Program grant. In this grant, the township will be reimbursed up to $70 per hour for any overtime expenses incurred by certified child passenger safety technicians located in the township's EMS department, whom I love.
Thank you very much. Item 4.10.
Authorize shared services agreement with Ocean County fiscal year 26 Ocean County Sheriff's Traffic Enforcement Program.
Councilwoman Travers.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes a shared service agreement with the County of Ocean with the FY26 Ocean County Sheriff's Traffic Enforcement Program grant. In this grant, the township will be reimbursed up to $70 per hour for overtime expenses incurred by the police department as part of the traffic enforcement program. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4.11.
Authorize special event permit Christmas block party.
Councilman Albanese.
Thank you, Council President. This resolution authorizes a special event permit for Christmas block party event on Sunday, December 14th, between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m. at New Beginnings Christian Fellowship Building on Brick Boulevard.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, item 4.12.
412A is an inspection fund release for Block 854, Lot 4. B is a performance bond release for Block 902, Lot 2. C is a performance bond release for Block 902, Lot 2. And D is a performance bond release for Block 2034.01, Lot 19.
Thank you very much. Item 4.13, Ms. Bergen.
Thank you. 13A is 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction of Block 252.17, Lot 32. 13B is 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction for Block 673.18, Lot 14. 13C is 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction of Block 1386, Lot 10. 13D, 100% DAV widow of veteran deduction of Block 1422.03, Lot 5. 13E is a tax overpayment for 2025 at Block 701.08, Lot 16. 13F, senior citizen deductions, Block 1341.18, Lot 43. Block 383.13, Lot 76. 13G, veterans deductions at Block 702.08, Lot 1, Block 1210.07, Lot 14, and Block 321.07, Lot 7.
Thank you. This brings us to the end of the consent agenda. I'm going to ask for a motion and a second on the consent agenda.
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Open to council for questions. Seeing none, close council. Open to the public for questions on just these resolutions. Mr. Finelli. Please make your way to the lectern.
Thank you. Last meeting, you both called it a lectern. I think you just called it a podium when I'm here, so you get my attention. But I noticed. let me start off by saying, I told you that I don't go to school board meetings anymore, so the good news is I have more free time for me. The bad news is I have more free time for you, okay? I want to talk about number 8, but before I bring up my issue, I want to give you some background information so you know, and I have a request. If you have any negative feelings about me, put them aside and just listen to what I'm saying, all right? Don't think, well, because it came from me. Just listen to what I'm saying. Everything I say, I have documentation to back it up. Oh, I don't come up here and make up stories. I just recently had my bulkhead replaced. I went top of the line, 80 feet of bulkhead. They had to take out my old dock. They had to take out my old boat lift. They had to take out 80 feet of bulkhead, right? Then they had to put in a new dock, which was 25 feet, 2 level, with Trek, you know, the composition stuff, the good stuff. They put the Trek all the way along the top of the bulkhead, 80 feet. The old dock had the angular supports in it. The new one actually has the poles going into the ground, right? On top of that, they put in dead men, which probably most of you don't know what they are. Right? They dig back 10 feet into the yard, excavate 10 feet all the way along the bulkhead, drive pilings vertically into the ground, and then lay pilings behind them horizontally. Then they take these long 12-foot galvanized rods, drive them through the pilings, through the support beams, through the bulkhead, across the 10 feet, through both of the pilings, horizontal and vertical, and then anchor the whole thing down. No matter what size boat you put in my lagoon or how much ice you get, that thing ain't moving, all right? Then they fill up the whole thing. For that, I paid $51,700. That comes out to about $646 a linear foot. When I look at what they're doing on these two things, you're paying $35,150, comes out to $1,171 a linear foot. All right? Almost double what I paid. Now, both of these locations happen to be within walking distance of my house. So guess what? I went to visit, right? Because when I looked at mine, I said, I paid $646 for all of that. You're paying $1,171, and you're not getting any of that. So I went over first to Halsey Drive. Well, I didn't get warm, huggy feelings right off the bat because this says it's between house number 2 and 4. There is no house number 2. They didn't even get the address right. It's between house number 4 and 6. So, okay, whoever went out couldn't even get the house number right, but okay, no big deal. I have a picture of this bulkhead if you want to see it on my phone. Basically what it is 10 feet of bulkhead, and it's got a storm grate on top. It's about 2 or 3 feet off the road, right? And this Halsey Road just divides the 2 lagoons, so it goes out to a peninsula. On top of it, there's a storm grate, so that's where all the rainwater goes into the lagoon. It's 10 feet of wooden bulkhead. The water is about 4 feet deep there because when I went, I could see the bottom. And it's got 1 piling in the corner, all right? 10 feet, 1 piling in the corner. I went to the other location, and it's the same thing, but instead of being 10 feet, it's 20 feet, right? It has a storm drain, but the storm drain is set back further because it's a cul-de-sac. So picture the storm drain here, and then the thing over here, and the storm water goes out into the lagoon. I don't know a lot about marine engineering, but this does not smell right, right? Paying $1,100 a foot for just replacing some boards, and I don't even think on Halsey they could even get a work barge in there because the lagoon right there was like 4 feet. They're probably just going to change it from the road. If it looks like fish, smells like fish, it's probably fish. Look at what I got for $646 a foot, and look at what you're getting for almost double that. 30 feet of wood, and you're paying $35,000. What I would like to see tonight is that you put this item on hold, because I noticed when I read it that it said the consulting engineer recommended determined to do this. Now, I don't know if anybody from the township goes out there, looks at this stuff or anything else. I don't know what the consulting engineer did, and I certainly don't know what the person, and I won't mention the name of the company that's doing the work, came up with $35,000. But I would suggest, number one, you put this on hold, and you go out, have somebody from the township who has a little bit of knowledge about marine construction. It doesn't say anything about flapper valves or anything else. You're just replacing 10 feet of wood, and you're paying $1,100 a foot for that. Right? I don't even know if they're putting vinyl in. I had vinyl. You know, my bulkhead's all vinyl. I don't even know if they're going to use vinyl, just going to put wood. Go out there, have somebody look at it, then come back and tell you whether they think it's worth $35,000. And if they don't think it's worth that, then I would look at the other contract that you approved several months ago, $197,000, and see what it was you were getting for that. Because my estimate, we're getting ripped off. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Finelli.
See you later.
Ms. Bergen, with regard to the contract, I would imagine that we put out bids, correct?
Yes, when we
And-
originally did the project, this is a change order to an existing
Sure.
project. We went out to bids. It was designed by a consulting engineer, which is supervised by our township engineer. And we went out to bid, received bids, the bidder got the project, and like.
The lowest bidder got the project.
The lowest bidder got the project, who's somebody who has worked for the town in the past. It's public record, so there's no need not to say the contractor's name.
So it's who?
It's Kremer Marine.
No, that's in the paperwork.
Right. So like we do in roadways, when we're able to save money through, usually it's a quantity adjustment or as-built quantities, and they come up slightly different, so you have extra money to spend. You stretch the limit of roadway that you're able to do so that you maximize the amount of money that you allocated for the project. This is very similar, where the original contract came in with some efficiencies, so we were able to do additional bulkhead. So this is an extension to an existing approved contract.
Just so you know.
Thank you.
And I'll show you the picture if you want
Sure.
to see it. You want to see it?
Yeah.
If I get my phone.
Mhm.
I'm not that big.
It's just adding to the contract. The change order is just adding to the contract.
This is the 10-foot one. I didn't bother taking a picture of the 20-foot ones because it's the same thing. Which road is it? Huh? Which road is it? This falls in here. You see one little piling in the corner? Huh? Piling, it's like, the thing looks like a telephone pole. The other one is exactly the same thing, except the storm drain is set further back. This one, when you go past the storm drain, that's the road. One road in, one road out. So you could not dig up this road to do anything else because those people could not get in and out of their house and the story. Right? Good. Anything else you wanted?
I'm sure our township engineer would be happy to speak with Mr. Finelli tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, and would have done that this afternoon if I knew you had the question, but
I
I'm
was,
sure she'd be happy
I
to speak
was
to him.
still doing this
Okay.
afternoon. I was still driving
Okay.
around, looking at this stuff and whatnot. And I could be wrong, but I could be right too. And if I'm right,
Oh, no, I was just asking.
you got
I
a
didn't know
problem
what your
with
thought
the
was.
consulting engineer, number one, and number two, you're getting overcharged for the other stuff.
Right.
Uh,
What's her signature?
I know a little bit about bulkheads after this. You and
Right.
I built my bulkhead together. You know
Yep.
who I use to do mine.
I do.
And that's what I got, top of the line for half the price that you're paying. Now, I realize these three are, they're three different locations. All right, mine was one. I realize it's three, but all I'm asking is have somebody go out and look at it.
Yeah, we sure will.
And see whether it's really, maybe you can get back to me and tell me.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much,
I'll
Mr.
get it the
Finelli.
next time.
say you'll get it when you come back up.
Are there any other questions or comments from the public on these resolutions only? Seeing none, close comment. Mr. Keneally, what's the procedure if we wanted to remove an item from the consent agenda?
Well, if, as it says on the council package, if you
Is there a motion to table agenda item 4.8?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. I appreciate the feedback, Mr. Finale. Open to council for questions on the motion to hold a table agenda item 4.8. Seeing none, close council. Roll call on that motion.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Feynman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Minikino.
Yes.
President Ambrosino.
Yes. Moving on to the remainder of the consent agenda. Roll call, please.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Feynman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Minikino.
Yes.
President Ambrosino.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 4.14. Computer bill resolution.
Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid and that the mayor and clerk be and are hereby authorized to draw orders on the treasurer for the amounts of the same. Computer bill resolution in the amount of $10,384,571.52.
Thank you very much. Open to council for questions on the computer bill resolution. Seeing none, close council. Open to the public for questions on the computer bill resolution only. Seeing none, close public. Roll call, please.
We need a motion and a second on that.
Oh, excuse me. Is there a motion and a second on the computer bill resolution?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Open to council for questions.
None.
Still none. Open to the public for questions. Close public. Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Feynman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Minikino.
Yes.
President Ambrosino.
Yes.
Thank you.
Item 4.15.
Be it resolved by the Township Council of the Township of Brick that the following bills be paid and that the mayor and clerk be and are hereby authorized to draw orders on treasurer for the amounts of the same. Manual bill resolution in the amount of $2,017,340.14.
Thank you. Is there a motion and a second for the manual bill resolution?
Motion.
Second.
Open to council for questions. Seeing none, close council. Open to the public for questions on the manual bill resolution. Seeing none, close public. Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Feynman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Minikino.
Yes.
President Ambrosino.
Yes. Okay, moving on to agenda item number 5.1.
An ordinance of the Township of Brick, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 145-6 of the Township Code to extend the storefront revitalization program and the waiver of fees for construction to promote the renovation of existing vacant commercial structures.
Thank you. Councilwoman Travers.
Thank you, Council President. This is the renewal of an ordinance waiving fees for business owners who renovate an existing vacant commercial property. The program started in 2015 to encourage businesses to come to Brick and occupy vacant storefronts. In this ordinance, the township is encouraging any new business looking to fill any vacant commercial space under 5,000 square feet that has been vacant for at least a year to open for business. All township permit fees are waived to encourage the startup. In total, close to 40 new businesses have opened and taken advantage of this program. Business from bakeries to yoga studios and florists have opened in locations that were vacant. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion and a second?
Motion.
Second.
Open to council for questions on this first reading. Seeing none, close council. Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Feynman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Minikino.
Yes.
President Ambrosino.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, 5.2.
An ordinance of the Township of Brick, County of Ocean, State of New Jersey, authorizing a lease of unit number 11 in the Civic Plaza to a nonprofit corporation for the operation of a clothing store for children and families.
Excuse me. Councilman Feynman.
Thank you, Council President. This ordinance authorizes a lease agreement for Unit 11 at Civic Plaza with Choose Love, Celebrate Life, a foundation for youth and families, a nonprofit organization. The purpose of this lease is to provide a store for clothing and accessories to be given to children and families in need at no charge, with the operations funded by charitable organizations. The store shall be known as Community Threads. The term of the lease is for 1 year with a provision for up to 4 additional extensions of 1 year each at the township's discretion annually. The lease amount per year is $1. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Feinman. Is there a motion and a second on this ordinance on first reading?
Yes, motion.
Second.
Thank you. Open to council for questions. Seeing none, close council. Roll call.
Councilman Albanese.
Yes.
Councilwoman Pontoriero.
Yes.
Councilman Feinman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Travers.
Yes.
Vice President Minikino.
Yes.
President Ambrosino.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, that brings us to public comments.
Please note that each person addressing the council during any section of the meeting during which public comment is permitted shall limit his or her remarks to 5 minutes pursuant to Brick Township Administrative Code, Section 2-33B.
Thank you very much. Are there any comments from the public? Yes, ma'am.
My name is Nancy Elson, 231 Quadera Boulevard. Good evening. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. To me, this has good written all over it. And I'm so thrilled that you are considering the possibility of supporting this organization. I am here representing the National Organization for Women, Ocean County, and also the Rotary. The Rotary Club in Toms River has supported this organization already in its mission as it continues to develop and will continue to do so. Thank you for considering this.
Thank you for your comments. Mr. Finelli. Mr. Finelli likes to go last.
Two things before I get to the meat. In the last week of the election, the mayor got blamed for 2 more things, and I just have to share them with you. Right? You got blamed for the lousy parking lot in ShopRite. Yeah, you. Now, I know the woman is going to go nuts because they just installed speed bumps, and when she sees them, she's, oh yeah, they're not having new speed bumps around the outer, so she can complain about that. The other one is, you got blamed for the overcrowding in the Brick School District. Overcrowding. Since I've been going there in 2009, they lost 4,000 students, 1/3 of the student population, and haven't closed the school, but somehow we got overcrowding. God must love idiots because he makes so many of them. Everybody know what this is? Yes? This is the new PSA 1. When it first came out, by the way, I'm just sharing information with you, nothing to challenge you with, all right? And by the way, my son says I never win one when I come to these meetings, but I feel like I won one today because my ask was only that you go and look. So that's a win. Listen, Jim. So this is the Blue Book. When they came out with it, they told us that they came out with one book for ease of operation, fill out all the forms and one thing, which was true, but it wasn't the whole story. I want to remind you that about 40% of the population in Brick is senior citizens. All the Greenbriers and all the other places, 40%, all right? So they come out with this book, and you fill it online, not much to do. You don't even have to prove that you pay your taxes anymore. Up until this year, you had to show proof that you paid your taxes. Now you don't even have to pay your taxes. You're still going to get the money. You're still going to get the money back that you didn't pay. It's only in New Jersey it works this way. But anyway, we knew what two of the programs were. You know, the senior freeze, and we knew what the anchor program was. We knew that the stay in New Jersey was coming next year, but they didn't say what it was, only that it was happening next year. Well, then they came out with $6,500, they mentioned, but they didn't really explain that. A couple weeks ago, I got a personalized letter from the Treasury Department, one of the more informational documents they ever put out, when it's all my information, all right? I filed and I got it back. So the way this is going to work, and I just want you to know and everybody listening to know, I'm in the higher tax bracket with the taxes, all right? I'll give you the numbers, I don't care. I paid $14,157 in real estate taxes last year. This program gives you half your taxes back up to $13,000. Anything over $13,000 in taxes don't count. But half of $13,000 is $6,500. So we're not talking about nickels and dimes here now, right? And the way it works is they show you what your senior freeze is, and I'm senior freeze since 2022 when they raised the limit to $165,000 for one person, so I qualify for senior freeze. I qualify for the anchor benefit, which the max is $1,750. Add those two together, comes up to $2,626, right? Minus that from $6,500, which is the max I can get because I'm over the $13,000, that comes out to $3,873. Right? That's what I'm going to get with the third program, right? The one they call Stay in New Jersey. They're going to pay that out in 4 installments next year, once a quarter. The only catch-all is the third and fourth quarter next year has to be approved in next year's budget. So we don't know what our new governor's going to do, but that's the way it's there. So right now, $6,500 is not really chump change, all right? But my point is, 40%, roughly 40% of the people, give or take, are going to qualify for this. So when you raise taxes, you, the school district, the county, anybody else, 40% of the people ain't paying that, right? 40% of the people probably only paying half their taxes. They pay it up front, they get it in the back. New Jersey does not print money. New Jersey doesn't have trees in Trenton that grow money. So where do they get the money from to make up for the 40% of us appreciative people who are not paying? The other 60%, all right? Somehow, some way, they're going to collect that money from everybody else. So my point is, I don't go to the school board meeting anymore. I'm the only one that ever spoke up. I come here, I'm the only one that ever spoke up. The other 60% of the people better damn well get involved, start coming to meetings, start questioning things, start talking about things, or shut up and pay you 140%. I do appreciate it, but this is everybody that should be involved with this. And I know if you go to the tax office, they'll help you out. I know they have the books in there and everything else. But my point is, $6,500 is a lot of money to a lot of people, right? So they all should be doing this, and we all thank you for everybody that's not a senior citizen for contributing. End the story.
Thank you, Mr. Finelli. Are there any other questions from the public? Hello.
Good evening. 189 Maple Avenue, Island Heights, New Jersey. My name is Tiffany. I'm founder and board chair for CLCL Foundation. Choose Love, Celebrate Life, a foundation for youth and families. I just wanted to take an opportunity to explain our program to everybody on this town council as well as all of the Brook residents. The Community Threads is a second stage to a 3-part pilot. The first phase of this we call our Community Care Connection. It's a warm line. Anybody in Ocean or Monmouth County can call and we connect them to the closest donation site to them for specific items they are seeking. Perhaps that's diapers or pet food, things that are not found in every location. The second phase would be utilizing Community Threads as a on-site location for free clothing, accessories, hygiene products for youth, families, and individuals. And the third phase would be a referral and delivery system. The overarching goal of the program is to reduce poverty-based child maltreatment allegations. So right now, 75% of all of your child maltreatment reports are neglect-based, but 85% of neglect is poverty. So if your next door neighbor's kids are outside without coats and it's freezing, your only option is to call a hotline and report them. But all you saw is the lack of a tangible item. With the referral and delivery system, our community would have a resource to call and refer them to a warm line, and we would be able to deliver those items anonymous, no contact, no stigma, no shame. The purpose of all of this is reducing family crisis, runaway homeless youth, and negative outcomes. And we can do that by creating a sense of community. We can do that by reducing parental stress. And so that's what this program is designed for, and I appreciate your time and consideration.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments from the public? Mr. Magliano.
Bob Manliano in Brick. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you. I wasn't here at the last meeting on your win. One thing I want to bring up about the campaign and all that, and I'm hoping that everybody hears this. A campaign should be more of what we do with Bricktown, how we can improve Bricktown and what we can do for Brick, instead of everybody going at each other. It was pretty bad, and it didn't look good for the town. I know politics is politics, but we should focus on, let's try to make Brick better, what we can do to help Bricktown out. That's what I got to say about that. Second thing is, our rental properties in Brick, I bring this up quite a few times. There's problems in Brick with rentals. People leave the rental, and then the next person moves in. We're supposed to get a CO every single time. We don't do that. So there's a situation.
Do that.
No, the people don't do it. We do.
And when the neighbors
supposed
call
to.
us, we issue them a violation, and then we go through the process.
Right.
But yeah, we don't
But
have cameras on every house.
I have a
to see people
problem
coming and going.
with somebody I know. I'm not mentioning no names at all because they're scared. They have no heat in their house, and they have little heaters in their house. They bring the subject up, and the landlord's going to toss them. So there's 3 people that live in the house, and they have no heat. The water, the condition of the house is horrendous, but it's the only thing they have, the only thing they could afford. If they lose it, they're out on the street. So I think what we got to do is maybe start following up on this a little bit. I have rentals myself, but we should every other year see who's living in the house, see who's there, make sure it's the same person that's on the lease as original. Maybe we could start following up on that, because it's not fair that somebody goes in there on somebody else's lease and then they're in a situation like this, which is not really good. And they're paying astronomical numbers, but it's what they have and what they can do. So I think we should start getting involved with that. One other thing I want to say is Bricktown, like for the kids, teenagers, whatever. Me and Steve were talking about it. Maybe we could start doing more things teenager-wise, like at Woodward Beach when we have the parties there and stuff like that, on the fireworks and stuff. We were talking about maybe do battle of the bands. When I grew up, we had battle of the bands. So it was great. All the kids go there, they all see the band, and, they all play. And it's something maybe to keep them up street, try to get them more into it. The same thing I was thinking on the winter, in the summertime, like in June. Why don't we have Christmas on the water? We're a boating community. We could start at Manalocan Bridge, go all the way up to Windward. People will come out, see the boats decorated. Just start doing more things in Brick instead of everybody arguing all the time. It's something we should do. Just look into my suggestions. I think it's good, but like I said, that the heating situation and the rentals, I think we really got to get some people maybe to start checking, making sure that's going, because unfortunately I can't say none because I promised, and people really do need help. If I had some, I'd give it to them, but they're stuck. So maybe we can start following up on that and looking into it. All right, that's it.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate your comments. Are there any other questions or comments from the public? Seeing none, close public. Ms. Bergen.
Nothing for me, thank you.
Madam Mayor.
Thank you. I didn't say anything at the last meeting, but now that the election's been certified officially, I do want to thank the public for voting for me and also for entrusting me with Brick Township for another 4 years. I do love this. I love doing this. I love our community, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve our community for another 4 years. So I just want to send out a heartfelt thanks. Whether you voted for me or not, we are representative of every single person who lives here in the township. And even though we may not always agree on the path forward, I think we can all agree that we love living here in Brick Township. it is a community for everyone, for all seasons, and that I know we can work together to continue to make Brick great. So thank you for that. And just as a side note, our Christmas tree lighting is taking place on Wednesday, December 3rd at 5:30 p.m. right out here in front of Town Hall. I am taking lots of suggestions into consideration along with our Recreation Department, our Parks Department. As you know, we did send out a survey with some amazing recommendations that we're looking into. So we're always open for suggestions and ideas, because that's how we can continue to work together and make Brick better. So thank you for that. And finally, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope everyone has a chance to visit with family and friends, watch a football game, watch the parade, or whatever it is that your tradition is, and enjoy your family this upcoming Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Mr. Keneally. Thank you. Madam Clerk.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Madam Secretary.
Yes, I'd like to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving.
Councilman Albanese.
I'd like to say congratulations to the band people and happy Thanksgiving.
Councilwoman Pontarera.
Gobble, gobble.
Councilman Feynman.
Thank you, Council President. So this past Saturday, Mayor Creighton and I had a chance to join Ken from Sandy's Cafe at a Thanksgiving meal that he hosted at the Greenbrier community. He invited us to come out and help serve, and we had such a great time. It was really nice to bring the seniors together while also supporting a small local business. Ken even tied it into a charitable piece by donating part of the proceeds to the Kiwanis Club, and moments like that really show what makes Brick such a great place to live. The whole experience inspired me to open the door to any Brick business that has a special event coming up that would like some support. As a business owner myself, I know how valuable it can be to have a little extra help, whatever that looks like. So whether it's a grand opening, ribbon cutting, community event, or anything in between, we'd be happy to be involved. So don't be shy to ask. You can feel free to call me at 732-262-1005 or email me at councilmanfeynman@gmail.com. And of course, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Travers.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Vice President Menachino.
Yeah, congratulations to the band and happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you very much. Yes, I'd also like to extend my congratulations to the Brick Township Marching Dragons. A quarter century ago, I think I counted myself amongst their ranks. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Councilman Feynman didn't say it, I don't think, so have fun and stay safe. With that, I will now ask for a motion and a second to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.